I do exist. Hello. Oh, let me make sure everything's all where I want things. I had my stream set up a little bit blown apart not too long ago because I was using my webcam to record some stuff. But here we are. Welcome back to another Yizbrid Games streams. Another of Yizbrid Games streams. I can pluralize whatever the heck I want. And welcome to Shadows of Life. Good to see you. Now that I can say that verbally instead of just textually. Oh, shoot. I forgot. Yeah, 1 second. There's a little bit of preparation I was trying to do for this stream. Since we're going to be playing a Supergiant game, I figure it's only proper. We'll get a little cloud bank pin going today. Ooh. Get in there. There we go. Yeah. And so that it can be seen. Yeah, there we go. Cloud bank from Transistor. Oh, there we are. Transistor. If the speech to text wants to pick it up. Alrighty. So yes, we are indeed playing Pyre today after a lovely ending to Sable, where we ascended to the clouds. Time now to descend into whatever world Pyre has for us. Let me get general introductions out of the way while I look for the cable that I just had for this controller. Because I've heard that I'm supposed to play this on controller. I've heard that that's the best way to do this. And I like controller play anyway. I play Final Fantasy XIV on controller too. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so for a little bit of the usual introduction, welcome to the Yizbrid Games stream on this, a Monday, February 28th, the last day of February. That's weird. I thought that there was, I know February has less days in a month, but, sometimes you get the feeling of how long you think a month is, and I got a little bit more time before rent comes up. No, rent's tomorrow. We're good. But just, interesting how the 28th works, but that means I got to squeeze 4 whole streams into this February, which is nice. Get to hang out with you guys a little bit more often per month. Nice ratio there. My name is Fizz. I will be your host today and Mondays these days. Yizbrid Games is a video game publishing company. You know them. You love them. But if you don't, for the first part, you'll come to love them. Pardon me. Brain loading for a second. Just one moment. Yizbrid Games, indie publisher. They like to pluck only the most succulent of small produced fruits, the finest quality from all over the world. Small indie teams producing some wonderfully artistic games, and Yizbrid just knows how to pick them. VA11 Hall A, She Remembered Caterpillars, No Place for Bravery, which you can go wishlist on Steam, Y2K, a postmodern RPG, Masquerada of Songs and Shadows, Nirvana, N1RV Annex A, as it were. Another entry into the cyberpunk bartending action, which you can go and wishlist on Steam. And in fact, I think, if I remember correctly, Wabam. You can follow that link and check out those games that I just mentioned. I'm also gonna toss out the, is it Franz Ferdinand that did the, is that the band that did, Matinee? Find me and follow me through corridors and factories. Find me in the matinee, the dark of the matinee. There we are. For those watching on YouTube, I just tossed in the Twitch chat the link to find us at yizbrid.net, where you can check out all the games, what we do, what it is that we like. See a lot of the color yellow. We like the color yellow. And follow us at our Twitter and on Facebook at twitter.com/usebridgames and facebook.com/usebridgames, respectively. Shadows of Life mentions that they were listening to the VA11 Hall A soundtrack today. Yes, it is beautiful. I have the collector's edition 5 vinyl set, and I still haven't played it on vinyl. But part of what made me fall in love with the game was the soundtrack, because it's just Michael Kelly, Garode, the man, making beautiful music. Also, if you look up on YouTube, and pardon me if I say the name wrong, but I believe Juneji is how it should be pronounced. While it's a different composer, the soundtrack to Nirvana is wonderful, and there's a lot of really cool tracks to be found on YouTube for stuff that has been released, stuff that hasn't been released yet, stuff that was older material that may not get used. But if you want to hear the vibe of what Nirvana sounds like, in contrast to what Valhalla sounds like, both similar vein but with different composers, both of them knock it out of the park. So props to both Michael Kelly and June there. Yo, you're reading Far Sector. Ooh. Shadows of Life mentions reading Far Sector, which is a Green Lantern comic. A person after my own heart. I love that. I love that series. Far Sector is wonderful. Joe Mullane, what a great character. There was something else I was going to mention. Oh, yeah, just to talk a little bit about the game we're going to be playing. So Pyre is the third game made by Supergiant Games, which is... you probably haven't heard of them. They're kind of a small team out of San Francisco, but they made such games as Bastion and Transistor, and most recently Hades. Hades being the fourth game that they made. I'm joking about probably haven't heard of them. Hades really skyrocketed them to some well-known heights. That said, back when Bastion first came out, a buddy of mine, we were out of high school freshly. I think it was first or second year in college when Bastion came out, and a friend finally convinced me to play it. And I'm not normally somebody who, at the time anyway, played a lot of indie games, and jumped in and had a blast. Like, Bastion was just such a well-crafted game, and the way that the narrator would follow your every move in that game. Hearing that voice, you jump off, and next thing you know, and that was where the story ended. Nah, just kidding, as you respawn and everything. And hearing about the kid and how he traversed the world was just, it really showed me how a small game company can understand how to wield, the artistic vision correctly in order to make some magical games that I thought were only possible through AAA stuff. And that carried on through Transistor, and my taste for these kinds of games it was what kind of led me to find Valhalla and find Ysbrid Games and all the folks here that foster that very same artistic vision. So yeah, there's a little bit of Supergiant blood in me as far as my tastes go. And I, for some reason, I had some hesitancy about playing Hades until I'd played all the other Supergiant games before it. I don't know why. It's not like they're connected. So finally we're getting to play the third game in the series, because I loved me some Transistor, and I could gush about Transistor for a whole stream, so I won't. But know that it's one of my favorite games and has one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. And every voice actor and singer that Supergiant Games picks up is just phenomenal. Ash Barrett is her name, the woman who sings as the main character in Transistor. Alrighty. I'm going to switch over to gameplay here, but I think I forgot to switch what game it's pointing to. So 1 second while it's a black screen. Alrighty. we begin. From what I've heard, this game is about sports. And once again, if audio is off or anything like that, just let me know. Like right now, I'm hearing that my sound is coming through my speakers and not my headphones, because I am a fool. See if that fixes it. Sure didn't. See if I can switch it in here. Nope. So I'm going to leave and come back. We'll be right back after these messages. No, there are no messages. Oh yeah, this does have multiplayer. You can do remote play and fight against people, as Steam just reminded me. Alrighty, here we go. So this is a fresh playthrough. I have never seen, aside from like maybe a couple trailer pictures of this game, I have no idea what I'm getting into. Feel free to suggest strategies as long as there aren't anything, or as long as there aren't like spoilers around. Playing strategy games before, chances are, like especially if it's something that has a timer, chances are whatever you suggest will probably be a little bit too late, and I'll probably make a suboptimal play. That'll be fine. Yeah, if basically, I feel like the folks in chat, you kind of know how spoilers go in stories like these, so, you know, mind your P's and Q's, but when it comes to, like, gameplay and stuff, I won't necessarily see it as backseating for this game to give suggestions, but I'm going to try my best to figure things out on my own. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I have a cursor here. I'm going to see if there are settings to optimize controller play. I'm assuming that this is all perfectly fine, because I assume it's already kind of optimized. And if it's not, we'll find out. But do we have subtitles on or anything? Can we do that? I don't know if it needs it. Oh, subtitles on. Cool. I don't know if we'll need this, but we'll find out. Difficulty. Let's do standard. The rights. All right, well, I guess here we go. Campaign mode it is. A profile. No game sound. Thank you. Let's try that. The only thing you would have heard would be some plung and the crackling of a fire. But assuming you can hear the crackling of a fire, which will be nice because I'll definitely have this sound for when the starting soon image is up for stuff, and it'll be like having a nice little book burning party, apparently. A nice Yule log to listen to. Alrighty. A true Nightwing. We're not even Dick Grayson level yet. Okay. Oh, we already did all those things. Cool. Alright. Getting some controller rumble. It's nice while the cart's going. Ooh. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Downside, a vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. None have been known to return from the Forsaken Land. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. Commonwealth, a proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups, founded on principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. See you right on schedule. What'd I tell you? A masked something. You told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like he's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you're male. Interact to change this. Oh, that's so cool. It's an interesting way to do that. No, we'll stick with that. Oh, this music, though! It seems he still is. Then stand aside. I shall send him to a better place. He's a he? Can you people just tell? Hang on. The markings on his rags. I think he's one of them. But look at him. He is beyond our help, and we are beyond his. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed. The day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns towards you and begins unfastening his mask. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that accent. We'll see how it goes. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You're parched, and he gives you drink. You ache, and he binds your wounds. You hunger, and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwin. Now, come on. Hedwin, he is one of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life in the downside. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old Black Wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Okay, so every time it mentions one of these, it's going to have the same dialogue. How's sound balance, by the way, chat? Hedwin beckons you to enter the Black Wagon. Step inside. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest. She loosens the clasps on her mask. You may call me Jodario. She is the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Game is still low for you. Okay. We can change that. Oops, I didn't mean to cut the audio. Probably help if I turned it to, whatchamacallit, windowed mode? Yeah, windowed mode. We can do that in a little bit. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his mask. Jodario soon assists him, and Jodario is, the most imposing. Ow! That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Greentail. I like this guy. He's the smallest yet loudest of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can he do it? Hope so. I haven't asked him yet. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, you chump. Nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? He is asking if you are a reader. A reader, one who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. Interesting. Also, yes, indeed, that mustache is beautiful. I'm gonna remain silent. I have the right? This game is about rights? So I will accept my right to remain silent. You stare back at Ruki, but say nothing in response. What did it say about him? Oh, smallest yet loudest, yeah. He stares back for several moments, then grows angry. Silent treatment, huh? Now, don't you play dumb with us there, understand? The dumb don't have those kind of markings. Those are something else. We know what you are. Reader, you owe us your life. We ask for something simple in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The Exiles indicate the books in their possession. Well, let's take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. I want to look at other things first. Intricate sigil, a symbol of some sort, is set in the wagon's floorboards. You cannot sense its purpose. A lone minstrel. A figure sits very still in the corner of the wagon. Now is not the time to check on it. There's a side door beyond which lies the boundless downside. Even if you could run, you would not get far. There's some little critters here. Hello, little critters. Old raiments, colorful robes, and ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. A closed door, behind which the common room must be, though I do not feel very welcome now. Fair. This rickety ladder likely leads to the wagon's centrifuge, judging by the gibbering creatures up there. Interesting. What even is a centrifuge to a wagon? Odd creatures. Hungry-looking creatures roost near some sort of attic. There's nothing you can do for them now. But maybe later. Just check that those were the odd creatures. There it is. Candle means nothing yet. Alright. Yeah. Mess with the hay. Such interactability, and what would shake my controller but this strange book. One of several such heavy, ominous volumes. The Exiles you met seem very interested in them. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes, bound in materials you do not recognize. Forward, a formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. Maybe this one we'll try in the... You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote the Book of Rights. That you possess it, and have capacity to glean its words, is testament enough to your potential. Thus, we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rights, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Yeah! Cool. I have to press triangle for a clearer look at this text. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's what that is. I see. Is that it? Can I turn the page? I would like to read more. But maybe I don't want them to know that I can read more. This music is just so good. It's such a different vibe than Transistor was. I love it. Oh, and then it just ends the song on the chord when it comes back to... The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Hedwyn gets your attention. Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. I know it's a loading bar. Let it not be a flat one.
Reader! Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile.
Ooh, I like this guy a lot.
Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege.
Worthy of the privilege.
You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights.
The rights! I love this.
One way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
It worked. So it is true.
Oh my.
Yeah, but what now? Where'd the reader go? He should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in him. He could abandon us. He won't. You look upon the three of them from beyond as Hedwyn then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties to do as Hedwyn asked.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
Use L to approach the celestial orb. Who am I right now? I am Hedwyn? A quill nib. Yeah, it certainly does.
Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves.
A triumvirate. Alright, who we passing to? Okay. Ah, I see. So whoever...
The three must act as one.
I see. Okay. Hold R2 to sprint. I have abilities. I can sprint until stamina is depleted.
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
And be purified. Oh, hang on a second. I wanna. How do I choose who I pass to? Ah, okay.
Yes, the exile Rookie has the way of it.
Rookie.
Whoever steps into the flame is banished.
No, Rookie.
For a time. His
No.
or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites, you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake.
That I,
Beware the aura
myself,
that surrounds
shall
them,
place the world
and
at
they
stake.
shall beware yours.
Okay. So if I walk closer... Oh, it doesn't like that.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you.
Okay.
Cast your aura like a stone.
Yo, okay.
Go on. Correctly done. Again.
Kill this vision of your Rookie. Obliterate
Just so.
him.
A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more.
Firmly grasp it.
The orb
Firmly.
absorbs the aura, then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength.
What if I don't want to, buddy? You say jump, I say, yeah, press square.
Not quite.
Oh, I see. Ooh, I have to move with it.
Thus
Cool.
sails the orb into the waiting flame.
Rookie is returned. Yes, welcome back, Rookie.
Now snuff out the adversary's pyre, whilst yours
I
yet
see.
burns.
So I can get more.
'Tis taken.
Interesting. Okay, so I can cast this while... So like skill shots, I guess? Okay. How come his pops mine? But I can sprint.
Sublime.
Interesting. This game is going to be hard. I'm going to have a terrible time with this.
Too bad for that one.
We'll see. Maybe I can just...
A blow against the adversary's pyre.
Okay. But he wants me to...
Now to the flame.
Okay, so I can just throw this. Pass it to you, and then I want to pass it back to you. Dead. I've been defeated.
Too bad.
Alrighty.
The orb engulfed in fire.
There's a lot going on here.
Now then.
Okay, so they can't approach me while I'm casting. I see. So the idea would be to...
Almost.
So the idea is to kill them while I have this aura. If I need to toss the ball away, I can, but never towards something.
That was the last of them.
Okay.
The rite is complete. There, dear reader. Now you understand.
So I should only toss it if I
Or
don't have
do
something
you?
to pass to?
This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
I would tell you to turn back. Cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
You never listen. Oh, how I love this man's voice. I think I shall take it for my own. He's so perfectly smug. And almost something like a Tim Curry. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come. Let us regard the night. Jodario leads you outside, where a clear night sky awaits. Now show us, before the Howlers catch our scent. Where shall the rites commence? Seek out your destination. Gaze at the stars. Yeah, it is a little bit like Alan Rickman too. Yeah, I could hear that. Ooh, ooh. Now wait just one gosh darn second. I want to look at the stars. I don't care about howlers. Let's see if it says anything. Our next game is Hades. Goal, the South Star. The South Star burns bright over a massive ridge of stone much farther than the naked eye can see. Does the music change back to less? Scorpus, the Olden Star, star of the Old Cutter. Those born under it are wiser than most. Capriest, the Olden Star, star of the Moon Stag Hunter. Those born under it are ambitious, though also discontented. Are these? Trying to see if I can make out actual constellations here. Like if that's supposed to be like Aldebaran in Scorpius or something. Yeah, but I can't quite tell. Geminian, the Olden Star, star of the first Empress. Those born under it seek knowledge and new experiences. I'm trying to remember what Gemini looks like. Like if that's supposed to be like Castor and Pollux, or if that was supposed to be Castor and Pollux. I don't remember. I even studied astronomy. Can't remember. Crap. Alrighty, well. You know, it probably doesn't help that there's such a parallax effect on all these stars. Okay, well. Off we go. Goal! 200 leagues due east. The Ridge of Goal.
Concilia.
Great. And we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste.
Indaratarios.
Then we had best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Jodario turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, chum.
Kereamios.
We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rites are the key. It's a lot to take in. An ancient ritual competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Prayer from the Book of Rites. Your fellow exiles await you in the wagon. Well, let's join them. Reading Rainbow. Yeah. Downside Prairie. I'm getting Crystal Chronicles vibes from this little wagon going around on this map. You arrive in Downside Prairie, one of the Downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. Where the road ahead is forked, there's a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. Got an associate holed up in Hollow Root. I've got to pay a visit to besides. Oh, there wasn't a period there, so that should have been one sentence. Got an associate holed up in Hollow Root I've got to pay a visit to besides. There we go. Hollow Root is the northern route to the Ridge of Goal. Oh, the northern route to the Ridge of Goal goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often, tempests come and scour away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. Fie on your associate. Best we head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. I get stuck in a bog while we're at it. I didn't get to read Blooming Pool, I apologize. It comes up again. The dispute continues as Hedwin listens for a while.
Loriomatas.
What if the reader settled this? He marks the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing him along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary.
Pistalium.
Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. You may now choose a route toward your goal at certain junctures. Let's weigh the options. Hollow Route, the northern route to the Ridge of Gold, goes through a small Exile encampment, where Ruki knows someone who owes him. And Blooming Pool, the southern route to the Ridge of Gold, goes through a humid area pocked with hot springs. Jodario thinks she could find rare flora here. You know, I don't know anything about either of these. Rare flora sounds kind of cool. I like Ruki, but like, I feel like if I crossed Ruki, it wouldn't matter as much. If I cross Jodario, I feel like she'll absolutely just fucking end my life. Let's go see Jodario's flowers. That's what I'm thinking. Plus hot springs! Who doesn't want a hot spring episode? Jodario offers to show you around Blooming Pool. Plus, we get to reread what this is about. The southern route to the Ridge of Gold goes through a humid area pocked with hot springs. Runoff from the sandfolds means no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mock you. Well, fuck. Oh well, we tried. After she notices you staring at the bogs and vegetation near the wagon. Soon, something catches her eye. Observe. This shall pay for half our trip. You found a black blue. This can be sold at the slug market. Slug market. Blood market. Sometimes I wonder why they need me at all. Blossoms at specific times. While bitter at first, a taste of the black bloom makes the pain go away. Pain, go away. Journey onward. We continue with our black bloom. We'll collect flowers and herbs on our Oregano Trail. The Black Wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gold. The fossil remains of a serpent titan slain by Golathanian, yet loom over those living in its shadow. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Yeah, it looked like it was a tradable item rather than a usable one, but we'll see. Commence the rite! Wait, what's this? I can talk to people? It seems. Let's talk to Jodario. She seems to have something on her mind. Greenteal family portrait. Reasonable likeness of a younger Ruki with his mother and uncle. Ruki's nearby. Oh, that's cool. Everybody has their own little statuses. Cool. Fellow Exiles' living quarters are functional, but little else. So we have a roster, so we'll get more characters, which I think I knew. I think I knew that we get more characters. And that we get to choose, like, what characters we get, kind of. Or what ones we get are different during different playthroughs. Jody's throw rug. Fashioned from a howler's hide. Sends their ilk a clear message. Jodario says not to step on it. Headwind's cooking tins. What passes for cooking supplies on the downside. Headwind does most of the cooking. Headwind's status is lost in thought. Alrighty, Jodario. Reader, Greentail here was just complaining how you opted not to take us up to Hollow Route. His opportunistic and well-connected cur, still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. Cool, so we get a little more information each time. And he does, in fact, have a green tail. How about that? What? And violate our anti-second guessing pact? Nah, I was only saying how our chum's gonna have to keep on making the tough calls. Besides, just making sure we got something to pawn off at the next slug market we find. A crude trading post found in the downside. Commonwealth contraband sometimes finds its way to the downside where it is traded and sold. And we have. Now let us focus on the task at hand. We have reached our destination and have much left to prepare before tonight. The two of them soon go about rummaging through the raiments and books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. I want to see the family portrait. Attic ladder. Only imps could fit up there, so these are imps. A drive imp. Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the Black Wagon along. Interesting. We have drive imps. You could put so much imp power in this thing. I want to see our roster, though. I want to see what that has to say. In the common room, you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths towards enlightenment in the rites. Oh, cool. Headwind. Enlightenment. One's progress towards a deeper understanding. So these are levels, I guess? Uninitiated. Novice. Oh, you get masteries. Disciple. Those experienced in the rites have access to 2 masteries of their choice. Those with greater understanding of the rites have access to 3 masteries. And then finally, master. Those with profound understanding have 4 masteries. These are the masteries. Guess what at rank 2? Can I see what all of them are? Like, do we get a tree? Cargo. Oh, I see. Talisman pocket. Do not have a talisman equipped. This is not a talisman. Can I equip it there? No. It hated that. Everyone disliked that. So we get to level damage, speed, how long we have to respawn, and our aura size. Cool. We can see a bio. The free spirit. He wanders the downside in search of a way to regain his freedom and return to his home. His right's powers are cast up and sprint. Those are in a straight line. High jumps to evade adversaries' auras. Runs much faster for a short time. Interesting. Oh, we get to know about what they did too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Shadows. You can put so many imps in here. Oh, we get to know their astral sign. Interesting. Often foretells of one's disposition, strengths, and idiosyncrasies. All right, a little aside about me. I despise astrology, and I put up with it because I respect other people's enjoyment of astrology, but I hate it because it doesn't mean anything. Like, the orientation of where the sun was in regards to, like, where it would have been, like, visible to arbitrarily placed stars in accordance to when you happened to pop out of a womb does not your personality make. But that said, much like in D&D, where I will also say I am very non-religious. However, I love playing priests, warlocks, like characters with high amounts of like faith and such in D&D and role-playing and stuff, because I think it's fun, and also because in those universes, as part of that universe, those deities exist. So like, it's yeah, in part of that universe, there's empirical evidence that these deities exist, or, you know, to the best knowledge of these characters. Like, you know, you can pray to God A and gain blessing of said God, so therefore something must be, you know, etc., etc. So, like, I don't mind playing within that paradigm. And so here, if you're telling me that astrology means something in this world, I must concede that it will mean something in this world, and it will be fun. Crazy Zoni says this about astrology: it makes for good plot devices when you want to subtly suggest something within a story. Yes, this is true. This is true. I don't mind astrology when it comes to its use in fiction, and I find a lot of the stories really interesting, and like, you know, looking up at the sky and seeing like, you know, yes, this depicts the story of you know, Perseus fighting Taurus, the Minotaur, etc., etc. Like, I find the stories and myths and everything surrounding stars to be fantastic and wonderful. It's just when it comes to people who strongly believe that certain things about when they were born talk about. Yeah, I've said my piece. I've said my piece. And Vela Bastet subscribes at tier 1 for a grand total of 14 months. Well, thank you very, very much. Always, always appreciated. 14 months is a little past 13 months, or just a little past 12 months. A year and some change. I love it. Thank you.
We got these subs.
I was born under the sign 1 hour barking limit. Good. I knew what you meant. That's wonderful. Yeah, I was born under the sign this way to exit. I don't know. Restrooms to the left. So we find out that Hedwyn is a nomad. Came from all directions toward the Commonwealth, where at last they settled, some of them. Stripped of name, home, and title. He was an outrider, ensuring the high-wing remnants never flew far from their mountain nest. Served on the blood border, were taught to always watch the skies. Astral sign, we don't know. We just spoke about that. Crime, unknown. As mercy guides your hand, we spare your lives but rid ourselves of you. From the sentencing ceremony. The motive for doing so, and the downside, one's past tends not to be a subject for discussion. Do not yet know what motivated Hedwyn to do whatever he did to earn his sentence. Some would stand the downside for no longer than a day or two, while others last for many, many years. So we don't know how long it's been since he was exiled. I love how the character descriptions are given to you through this game. There's so much to read, so much to take in. So I apologize if things take like, oh, let's spend 15 minutes just on this one page. But too bad I'm the streamer. Haha. Observations. He is the one who nursed you back from the brink after finding you in the downside. His genial manner suggests that life in exile has not yet broken his spirit. He wears a bronze clasp identical to that of Jodario, suggesting the two of them may have met before their exile. That must be this. He has not yet revealed what he did to earn his sentence. Jodario, the fallen soldier. She is a grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving there. Throws her aura in a slow, extra thick line. Leaps and slams down, forcing those men. Alrighty, cool. So she has a rush rather than a dash, or rather than a sprint like we saw. Yeah. That was circle, square, R2, to a triangle did. She's a demon, though. People who survived in exile long enough to be transformed by it in body, if not in spirit. All are welcome here, save demons such as you. From the sentencing of Chief Physician Oralek. She was a veteran. Everyone served on the Commonwealth's blood border. Those who excelled remained. Clashes with the High-Wing remnants were frequent, though the greatest wars had passed. So maybe they knew each other from service? Okay, and all these are going to be the same until we know more information. Yeah. The sign, employees must wash hands before returning to work. Yeah, I know someone who was born under that sign. Yeah, crazy Zony. I can dig that. Don't know if that's the sign I was born under, but you know. She seems to be responsible for the Black Wagon's security. Her features suggest she has lived in exile for much longer than the others. Her grim outlook and the fact that she still wears the bronze clasp of the Commonwealth blood border suggests a military background, though what she did to earn her sentence you do not yet know. We know we're right where we belong. Think we're born under a bad sun. bravery. So if he's not transformed, if he's still a nomad, then he must have been out there a lot less then. She starts head thrashing, move away. And the fast talker. He is an opportunistic and well-connected cur, still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. Oh, we did read that before, too. Maybe... Oh, these must be what already pop up on the thing. Yeah, okay. Cur. Swift dog-like creatures known for their loyalty. Oh, so cur is the name of his race and not his... And not that he's a cur. They're not insulting him every time. Okay. Dog-like creatures known for their loyalty, optimism, and appreciation for the simple things. The finer things in life. He's basically Meowth. I'm sorry. The Alpha Chiefs would later say their kind went soft no sooner than they joined the Commonwealth. Trafficker. Dealing with contraband for long enough can lead to making many strange acquaintances. What remains now of the Fallen Empire's old and tarnished currency is still of value to some. He seems to be the most well-connected of the masked wanderers who found you, and knows something of the land. He has a rather opportunistic disposition, and his ostentatious clothing suggests a lucrative background in the mercantile business. Even still, you do not yet know for sure what he did to earn his sentence. He may be a cur, but at least he's not a cad. Agreed, Crazy Zony. Agreed. Alright. Well, let's keep playing, I think. Because the sparkles are going to be yelling at me if I don't, I think. Unless, wait, can I go outside? Okay, I can. That's how I go here, but I don't wish to do that yet. Oh, I love how the music just... The rhythm section just stays. It might have lowered in tempo when we came inside, but like then when we leave, the background music's still there and it just adds on to it. Ah, the musical direction in this game. It's clever. A figure sits very still in the corner of the wagon. He is unresponsive and seems to be alive. Oh, I could have checked in on him before? You observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon bearing some sort of stringed instrument, which comes in when we talk about him. So good. Since he lives for nothing more, it seems inopportune to ask about him now. Wait, can I click on all these? Aw, they do stuff. I can clean these? Yeah, let's do a little cleaning. I'm sorry, this game has too many things to do. So the ladder leading to the locked enclosure above the cabin. The wagon's centrifuge must be up there. Its drive him stare down at you with big wet eyes. I love bards. I love bards for the abilities that I can take with my warlock. With what is that? Pact of the Tome is what I usually end up picking when I play warlocks. I always take why did that guitar phrase sound familiar? Is that going to be the way for any description? I want to hear it again. I can blow out the candles. These are the masks and robes whose old engravings and embroidery suggest a formal purpose. Well, this is different guitar than the other one, but I'll listen to that other one again when next I can. This sounds like the ending chords of Tribute by Tenacious D. I would not be surprised if it was in the same key, because it sounds super familiar. But you can just add the... Where would it be? Yeah. I'm gonna have to get this soundtrack, like, as soon as I'm done streaming. No, as soon as I'm done playing it, because I want to hear everything in context. Oh, Zeppelin, yeah. I could hear that. Battle of Evermore. I'm not familiar with that song, but... At least I don't think I am. But I could hear the style that you're talking about, for sure. Oh, they're disappearing. All right, let's actually play. More revealed pages. The first exile. In the words of Golithanian, the Master General, you know perhaps the thrice-cursed name of Soliamur, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him and around, in and around his country. Yet, we found in Soliamur a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit. A man deserving of much more than mercy. In time, he named us all his scribes, and he became the 8th. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. I feel like I'm somewhere between whatever that other voice was that I don't quite remember, and my brain is filling in the blanks of his specific accent with Emmett Selk. So that's what we're getting right now, and that's fine. All right, let's go outside then, yeah. And on and on. I think we'll get through this first game, and what time is it right now? Probably already killed an hour. Yeah, we killed an hour already of just looking at stuff. So we'll do this one, and then we'll go on break. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. If we traveled all this way for nothing, I don't think we did. Look up. I memorized that at some point.
Reader, the stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Gaul at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Alrighty. So the goal is gonna be to run to the middle. This is gonna be tough. The stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others also clad in raiments. Your adversaries in the rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still. We have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. Are we the Nightwings? The name of a triumvirate in blue. It seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. We are the Nightwings. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Reports of our demise have been greatly exaggerated, even as I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves save for the man robed in gold who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lendl again? He is the apparent leader of the Exile triumvirate you encountered at the Ridge of Gold. I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. Never had I come so close to freedom, only for you to dash my hopes. Now I and the accusers shall repay that affront. An Exile triumvirate clad in gold. Their leader harbors ill will for something he thinks you did. Well, did we? He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It is time. From the shadows, you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand. I'm gonna be so bad at this game! Alright, so we run in,
Begin.
grab it, and I think I can just juke him. Let's go this way, haha. Yeah! Nailed it.
The accusers underestimated you.
Alrighty. Just know what this is, how that works. Oh god.
Bye now.
Shoot. Oh, but I can blast them while they're... Haha.
Poor Rookie.
No, Rookie. I got this. Maybe slow. No!
A mere attempt.
I'm faced. I got this. Yay!
Play by the book.
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras boil and rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
Oh, they're flustered now. We're getting there, but they've hunkered down. Fine. Then we shall disrupt their formation.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile?
Hold. Oh, I can fling it. Ooh, not from here though. But from here.
A
Nailed it.
daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks. Absolution!
Sing for absolution. I'll take that. Did this guy just narrate everything? Oh no. Actually, you know what? That's the theme of every Supergiant game. Can this guy just narrate everything? Shoot. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Well, now that was exciting.
I'll take that, thank you. Haha. The HP that I'm getting down.
The
is that
rite
what I'm
has
seeing?
nearly ended.
Nope. I'm in.
And it is done. You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
Rejoice in the glory of combat.
Guron Salashe.
Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, that's right, he was kind of Spanish, or attempting to be, I apologize. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, you will rue the day. You will... Accents! What are accents? You will rue the... Rue the day. Screw it. I gotta work on my accents.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
I can do his voice just
The
fine.
exile Jodario has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened
withstood
can
worse
regain
nights than
their
this.
freedom.
Though few are strange. She's mastery for Jodario. Sins of the Fallen Emperor writes Masteries enhancing a demon's strength and physical prowess. As he fell into the downside, Solium understood at last the consequences of his hedonistic reign. Long stride. After using her rush to lunge forward, Jodario can rush again right away. I like that. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Our chief weapon is fear. Banishing an adversary, Jodario instantly recovers all her stamina. Do I get to know what these become cool? Criminally gains +4 presence, raising the size of her aura. Sort of right. Jodario's Pyre automatically gains +35 strength. It's an interesting time thing. Downsides. Solimer sought to expel the darkness in his being, but found he could not. This made enemies of Emperor Mer seldom realized it until much later. Okay. Greater banishment. I'm thinking that her getting 2 dashes are probably going to be what I like. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Banish size. Yes! All of this is yes. Why would you go for anything different? No, you get green.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
Get masteries there, Ruki. After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon in the still night sky, you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. Surprise. Pyre damage, okay.
Smadonashe.
Well, my friends, what can I say? The rights are real. And we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free.
Consilta vidias.
Until we are free.
Consilta vidias.
Until we're free. Here! Woohoo, sounds fine! Might as well be us instead of Lendl back there. Lendl the liar is a cold-mannered head of the accusers and bears an old grudge against the Nightwings. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedwyn turns to you.
Ligeratus.
Reader, come walk with me while the stars are still out. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a time before he speaks up.
Qui sentirna.
You have questions? Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Hedwyn wishes to know if anything's troubling you. Hedwyn has a reasoning. So at this point, I would like to know his. Do we get to ask all of these, or just one of these? I don't need to know his backstory just yet. I'd like to know it, but I don't know. I don't know if we're that close. I feel like it'd be kind of presumptuous. How he got the wagon. This is going to be between these two. I don't mind helping. Led your fellow exiles to the rites, yet they have not asked you to participate firsthand. We'll ask that. You ask Hedwin why he and his companions did not invite you to participate in the rites firsthand and relied only on your guidance. He maintains eye contact and his smile.
Some terrace.
Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons towards the fading dark above. You gaze at the stars. Cool. We did it. Next up, Jomor, the Dusk Star, Jomor. Dusk Star burns bright over an ancient spring in Jomor Valley. I have to determine the location of the next rite. Well, I'm gonna leave it on this music. Or you know what? We'll get to the next place because this twanging guitars could be a little. Okay. This sounds like good music to leave it on. It's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. And here we shall leave it for a break, as it is break time. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna put it on break and then I'm gonna put it back on the screen so the sound is still coming through. But it is break time. I'm gonna chill for probably about 10 minutes. I will be back. We will be back. And we'll leave you with this good music.
And remember to do all the things that it says, like take a break and walk around.
And do not forget to get a snack. And I better see you hydrate.
Hey, don't forget your meds. Nah.
pause for a second. For what it's worth, got up, took a walk, got a snack, had some yogurt. Stretched, all that good stuff. Also, I forgot to show this off at the beginning of the stream, but I forgot, just lying around my room, I have a Nightwings colored football. Sports! I got this for like, it was a murder mystery party, and I was playing a sports jock guy. And so I have it as a prop, but it just so happens to be like the same exact color scheme as the Nightwings. Like that same like bright red and deep blue. Almost neon. So I figure having that around, it's very, very pyre. We like sports and we don't care who knows. Alrighty.
One more sip of water.
And away we go. That's a long way north and west. See if this old wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others. How's it going, rookie? Imps fed. Wheels clean. Status, Jody? No sign of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. Then get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Jomwer. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments, but it only made him itch. At dawn, we're off. You cannot get some Yizbrid love in the chat! Ah, I feel so stereotypical streamery. But people want to talk. Hang on. Talk to this lone minstrel. Can I talk to him yet? Don't. We want to talk to this lone minstrel. What if I'm the lone minstrel? Love him. Did that bass line get like funkier? Jodario still wants to chat. You sense Jodariel's steel gaze well before you turn to her. Rita, rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something now that you are here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? You consider the question. You've never before met someone like her, but do know something of what happens to those who remain in the downside for many years. You are very much aware that she could snap you like a twig at any moment. She can be a bit intense. From what you know of her thus far, you sense no need to feel afraid of her. Whatever she may be getting at, you think it best not to indulge her at this time. Like, both of these are true, though. That's the problem. From what I know of her, I don't feel like I need to be afraid of her. I am also very much aware that she could snap me like a twig at any point. But I'll deny feeling that way. I'm not afraid of her. I'm like like she has this aura of like, yeah, you got your stuff going on. I don't need to pry. Like, if you have kind of that steely exterior, you can come to me to chat when you want, which seems to be what's happening here. So I'm not gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna deny feeling that way. You tell her that although you do not yet know each other well, you do not fear her, and on the contrary, feel safer in her presence. I would agree with that. Yeah. Truly? In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me yet, if you survive this place. Now then, I shall go make my rounds. Alright. She walks away. You feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. She gained hope. Interesting. So depending on how you talk to people, they gain different stats? That's cool. And I hope I don't screw up character builds. Can't be that hard, can it? I don't think I leveled anybody else up. I already looked at the book. I think it's probably time to roll out. I keep cleaning these. I don't know how the spiders keep making spider webs so fast. I wonder if there's like an achievement for just like always keeping this tidy. Did these change in? Best for cooking supplies on the downside. Hedwin is having a drink with Ruki. That's cool. And Jody is nearby. So I guess once I get more people, their things, their belongings will appear around, and I can like check on their status. I want to have a drink with Ruki and other lad, Hedwin. Onward to Jomur Valley. Ruki knows this mountain passed through to an arid region further north. Is there like a split path here, or is it still just the one? I guess it's just the one. Wow. Jomur Valley. The climate here in Jomur Valley is hot and uncomfortable. Exiled curs roam this sand-swept fossil wasteland. Alpha Chief Jomur Manymane took a special liking to this region. We have a stowaway. Home? We can go home? She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you cross the ridge. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hedwin.
Oh, come on. You can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still.
Do it, Jody. Jodario approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get you home, or any one of us. But at present, we have room for you, and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. Jodario leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this.
Really? You are so kind. You are most kind to someone you just met, like me. May the 8 scribes smile upon you all.
8 scribes, some revere them as gods, believing they bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. Centuries of oral tradition have shaped the history of the 8 scribes into myth and legend. She clasps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this and leans in close to Hedwin.
Hey, so, what gives? First the reader, now we're taking her along? What, we gonna take in every mite-bitten drive imp we find now, too?
Easy, Ruki. I think you'd want for us to bring this one along.
Oh, Sandalwood?
The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hedwin, Jodario, and Ruki.
I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine.
He asked that we use our best judgment. Besides, we sent her away. She'll go telling anyone she finds about us. We can't risk that right now.
So, I can come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty, and a little tired, too.
Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question, though. What do we call you?
Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just back home they called me lots of names. Like, for the color of my hair.
Videre nantis?
They made fun of you just 'cause you got gray hair?
Vistalia.
That's it! My name, it rhymes with gray. My name, it... Oh, it's just... they called me lots of names. You sense the girl is struggling to I can't speak! You sense the girl is struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited her. You think you can help the stowaway girl make peace with her name. Okay. May, K, Fe, Day, Zay, Shay, Ray. There are several other names ending in A of which you are aware. Let's see what the other ones are. You consider more ways for the stowaway girl to make peace with her name. Lei, Che, Ne, Te, Je, Gay, and Bay. This one can't possibly be right, can it? Gay the Grey perhaps was how her tormentors made light of her. So she could be a Jay for sure. Lei, you suppose. She could go by Che, perhaps or perhaps not. Alright, chat. What are we naming her? I'm gonna... how many people do we have in chat? Do we have enough for like a straw poll or something? I hear a Shay from Shadows of Life. Actually, I think the only name I'm going to... I'm sorry to say, but the only name I'm going to strike is Shay. Only because my, you'll go with Shay as well? Ah! I was gonna say, I need to strike it, and here's why. Back when I played Ultima Online, my mother had a character named Shay. And I don't want to, like, think of my mom's character every time I look at her. So, that's the only character that that's the only name that I wanna strike. I'd be fine with Ray. I'm hearing Ray or Faye. That's 2 for Ray, I suppose. I like that they put Bay. If I get one more vote for Ray, I'll pick it. Tay good too. Tay Zonday. What's your name? Nay. What do you mean you don't have a name? Alright. Get a D12. You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we'll do 12, and if we hit Shay, it's a reroll. And it'll go... Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. Minus Shay and Bay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... We don't want her to be our before anything else. Yeah, we'll do that. Where's my D12? Which one shall we use? Sorry, I don't have my buttons switched to this yet, but we're gonna go like this.
12 shall we use? We'll use one that Bender got me, actually. One of the other Spirit Squad members. We'll use that one. It's in here. Got me some metal dice not too long ago. And I haven't had too much of a chance to use them yet. So here's the die we will be using. Yay, dices. Alrighty. The way I numbered it was going down the list. 1, 2, 3, 4 down the left side, 5, 6, 7 down the right. Although, like we said before, minus Shay and minus Bay. We got 7. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lay it is. The dice hath spoken. You suggest that the stowaway girl's name is Lay. Lay. She is a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity.
Vistalia.
Why, that's it! My name is Lay! My name is Lay!
Tapalameta.
Where I am from, they called me Lay the Lonely, but I guess maybe you don't have to say that part, because I didn't really like it.
Were there nicknames for each of these that were alliterative? I can't go back. I can't go back and look at all of them. I can't. That requires other playthroughs or maybe a YouTube video later. Your fellow exiles decide to bring Lay along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. Lay joined the group. She is tired but excited. We'll welcome her aboard. Yes, I'm assuming yes, she does have a bunch of different names. Okay, well that's good to know. There are wikis, this is true. The Black Wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Jomora Valley. Your companions wish to hole up here for the night, to give Lay and all of you a little time to rest. Did it say? Oh, she's a young backbone girl. We do have options, don't we? But I want to check in here first.
Huh?
Let's chat with Lay. Can we chat with Lone Minstrel yet? Of course not. Lay seems to have something on her mind. Lay seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon.
Macarius Taliorata.
Oh, hi, mister. You are the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day. But I am older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He is a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very, very far. My little brother, sure, he pulls at my hair at times, and I don't like it very much. But he has family. I am happy to be here with my family. I thought that I had lost them all again. I thought that I had lost them all. Oh, but we have stopped now, haven't we? Then I should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. Bye, mister.
Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. All right. Do you think that if she were to like mark out like a boundary of
like where she was going to dance on, like to draw out a dance floor, they would be ley lines. Does she think when people mention that this will be simplified for the lay person that they're talking specifically about her? Do I have her in here? No. Okay. Is there something else to check in here? I already looked at this, right? This sparkles when something's ready, or when there's something new. Okay. Then back out we go. Actually, what is everybody doing right now? Jodario is cleaning her armor. Lay it alone. People have harassed her enough about her name. This is true. This is true. Well, she can't hear me. She's outside dancing. Where were the thing that talks about? Oh, it was the cooking supplies. Hedwin is seeking water for the group, and Ruki is sniffing for food. Thanks, guys. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jodario mentions for you to join them.
Best get used to your new life here, reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here.
Samisara Sumana.
Or you could teach us more of what you know. Prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. At certain junctures, you may choose from several vocations. Alright. Forage for resources. Search the surrounding area for valuables to add to your Black Wagon stash of goods. Study in private. Hone your skills as reader to grant small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rites. Or mentor or companion. Teach your fellow exiles of the old ways to raise their individual rank in the rites more quickly. Ooh. Lay it go with the puns on her name. I will relay that message. I'm gonna say let's study in private. I'm thinking we read. We, the reader, shall read. Because I think they're pretty good at finding what they need on their own. What they don't have is a reader. They'd like me to mentor for a little bit, but I don't know what to do about this yet, so I'm gonna just do global. You find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites with undivided attention. Ancient manuscript revealing a mystic path to freedom from the downside. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence, attribute bonuses you bestow on all your fellow exiles who participate in the rites. The triumvirate whose reader is well attuned to the book has an inherent edge against its adversaries. Cool. Focus on which aspect of the Book of Rites. Okay. I see. Let's go. I feel like movement speed is always the most important in a game like this. Let's be quick. Let's be quick about it. Concentrate on your knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they compose the Book of Rites among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within. You cannot tell. Celerity. +1 quickness. Hell yeah. You foraged for food. Celery. Let's continue. Unless there'd be something new there, right? That would be sparkly. Or have a thingy. If there was something new to do.
path leading further west splits off, and once again your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. Lay seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. Glue Hive or Fall Flat? Fall Flat. The south route across the Jomura Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. Lay believes those who travel this path shall be as swift as Jomura of the 8 Scribes. Or Glue Hive. The north route across the Jomura Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. Lay believes those who travel this path shall be as strong as the goal of the 8 Scribes. Let's do Glue Hive. This looks more interesting. Unless it's gonna be lots and lots of bugs. Yeah, the remains of the Hive Titan. Ooh, maybe we avoid the Hive Titan. Let's avoid the Hive Titan. It looks prettier over there, but let's not. Let's not bugs. Let's not. Lay is behaving stranger than usual as you traverse the rocky pathways of Fall Flat, the south route. It's hot.
This was the path that Jomur Manymane ran across so many, many times. Can you not feel his presence? Him and all his friends here in the sand and in the air and all about?
At first you pay it little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to have more of a lightness in their step. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. Companions gained +1 quickness for the next right. Cool.
Now we double quick. We're gonna be so fast.
En route to the spring of Jomware, you hear all about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. Ruki insists you take a look after you settle in. Page revealed the last emperor. Yeah, we gotta read this. Oh, what's up, buddy? Hedwin. Hedwin motions for you to join him. His easygoing smile soon fades.
Pastiam eritus.
You asked before how come you can't conduct the rites yourself. It's a fair question, and I wanted to respond. It's not that we don't think you could do it. I told you when we met, you're tougher than you look. It's just your connection to those books, to us. We need your guidance out there in the field. We can't do this ourselves. I've made that clear.
Incipare.
You've made that clear. You're our reader. Out of all of us, you have the most important job. Nor do we have a substitute if you decide that job is not for you. He pauses for a moment, then his expression softens.
Vistaliam.
Look, we'll help each other get out of here. And as for the rights, we don't want you to feel left out. Every time we go out there, you're right there with us as far as I'm concerned.
Nimkaranam.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for hearing me out. He nods to you in a reassuring way as he departs, leaving you to consider what he said. There's more. The Lost Emperor, in the words of Golathanian, the Master General. How many nations did I scour in the name of Solium Mur? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legion swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Mur paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions, nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day, he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. He's a pioneer hero with stars in his eyes.
Sorry. What am I doing? I'm not apologizing. You came here for this. Is there anything else I could do in here? Jodario's warming up for the right. Hedwyn is nearby. Ruki is sniffing that book. So how come I didn't see him sniffing around this book? Let's look at the slug market.
Hey guys, huh? How's it going, Mr. Greentail? Been a while and all that.
Hey, Ron. It's going.
Say, how come you've set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little out of the way? Oh, well, let's just say you guys, you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block, and so...
As Ron keeps blathering, who's a traveling sales creature and proprietor of the Downslide Slug Market. God, look at his laugh. I love that. Oh, those are little things off the side of his face. I thought they were like the crying tears. Still. Ruki signals to you in a furtive way.
Here's the deal, chum. Got an informant says there's something here connected to the rights business. See if you can spot it. Should be able to pawn some of our stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Ron. So anyways, you guys got something for me or what? That black bloom you got there, I could take it off your paws if you want.
I love him. I love him.
Hey, so you know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail. Though you drive a pretty hard bargain. Now you gonna take something off my hands here or what?
A moon crest. But what are these other things? Do I have to take that? What if I want this blue one? Do I have enough? Oh, I don't have enough. I love him. I love him.
That's a one-of-a-kind thinger you got just there, you know, and you got yourself a real good deal for me as well. So, but thanks.
Switch to the roster to equip the talisman. Yes, please.
Apparently, any one of us bozos can get a little edge out of that thing during the rites, I mean. Just a question of who gets to try it out.
Each of your fellow exiles may have a talisman equipped. Let's figure out who's going to equip it. What does this do again? After being banished by an adversary, the bearer has a chance to return immediately. Let's do... You know what? You're telling me about this. You can get this, Ruki. It'll be for you.
Anyways, that over here, his feet, you know. We've been having some trouble with his feet. Getting real something or other from all the hoofing around, and so you see.
Ruki indicates to you that now would be a good time to depart. I'd buy this back.
See you, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there, too. I like him. Seems real nice, you know.
He's fun. I like him. As you complete preparations for the rites to commence, you notice Lei approaching. You notice, too, that she's wearing your companion's raiments.
We can go home?
Lei, I thought I made myself quite clear that you were not to touch those robes.
Orana.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dario. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time.
Unbelievable.
Hey, something's happening in the sky. I think we're up.
it's 7:04. I think we'll end this break, or go into the break right after.
What brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it
Jomir.
must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3.
3.
The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch. Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
And surely have been longing for this chance. Though he pauses, it's so good. The sky burns bright once more as your next adversaries in the rites approach. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man.
I hail you, Exiles of the Nightwings, and I'm grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I am called Dalbert Oldheart, and this is my son, Ulmer.
Dalbert Oldheart. Honorable old cur. Bent on upholding the sacred traditions. I should just... we should just go Godfather with him.
I hail you, Exiles of the Nightwings. Grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I'm called Dalbert Oldheart. This is my son, Ulmer.
Not tandem, father.
We need not greet them, father. Nah, he already has this. He's got a little bit more in there.
We shall face you in the fields this night. May the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first, we offer you a token of good faith and show of appreciation that the Nightwings have returned.
Agreed, they are such wonderful dogs. Dalbert approaches you with something in his paw. You sense his motives are sincere as he hands to you a small talisman. Receive a tailwind crest from Dalbert. All curs are good curs. Do you think that they have their own language and that it's called cursive? A thought.
Vilastati.
That cur was very kind. And his son, he was so caring, wasn't he?
Shela.
When can we start? I want to help you beat them.
We need 3 of us exactly to conduct the rite, but we've got 4 now besides the reader. This ought to be his call. If someone has to stand aside this time, I volunteer.
No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be?
Henceforth you shall choose 3 exiles to conduct each rite. Are they cursing when they speak, or is their bark worse than their bite? I love you all. I love you so much.
Now let us begin.
Now let us begin. We shall play a game of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. She's strong. It is fast. Hope, but way less present. Oh wait. These are the 2 that we're comparing, really. So they have the same mask, so they're the same type. Is that how that works?
Your choice?
I shall take my time. Let's take Lei. Let's try her out and see how it goes. Oh, but I can go and equip talismans. Also, I can consider this. I can look at them? What? Can I learn about them? Dalbert Oldheart, honorable old cur bent on upholding the sacred traditions of the rites of his son. Ulmer, dutiful foster son of Dalbert Oldheart, and is very protective of him above all else. Okay.
stands with Dalbert, Almer, and Fate. Interesting. Cool. Wait a second. Is he on all fours? Do they run on all fours? They do. Oh, the top right is a bio. You're right. Thank you. Dalbert, the old chief. Honorable Kerr. Chieftain. The Kerr still recognize their alpha chiefs and a solid nod to bygone traditions. Elderly Kerr bearing some of the traditional markings of his predecessors, despite Commonwealth doctrine expecting a more modern appearance from his kind. It's a very cordial and sincere quality about him. Whether he still has sufficient physical strength to prevail in the rites remains to be seen. He's the dutiful foster son. We read that already. Seems to be a brave and forthright young man, though with more of a fiery disposition than that of his foster father, Dalbert. Having to see his foster father go through such a rigorous tradition in spite of his advanced age is clearly painful to him. At the same time, this may be what spurs him to do everything possible to support. Interesting. Savage. Simple folk ostracized for their deficiencies or differences even prior to their sentencing. Also called the Moon-Touched, they proved overly resistant to the principles of lawful society. Old traditions of the Kurds, the young were duty-bound to learn and serve the elderly. Interesting. Very interesting. And Exile, Dalbert, Almer, and the Fate. The Fate is the name of this team we're fighting. All you know of her for certain is that she serves the Fate. Okay, she's a nomad just like our buddy Hedwin. Thank you for reminding me that these people exist. Okay. Or that I can check them. I want to go to the cargo, yes. So what does this do? Transfer +2 quickness. I'm thinking we just keep making her just hella fast. We just get her quickness up way more. Because it'll be funny. She'll just be a speed demon.
Jodario.
As you will.
Plus we get to hear their names said. Is this dubbed?
Play.
Oh, me? Thank you for believing in me, because I think the scribes do too.
Cool. And we're gonna take Rookie. Sorry, Hedwig. He howls!
Oh! Don't have to tell me twice, chum.
Very well.
Hey, I'll have other chances. I think you did the right thing. Oh, I have to hear them.
Nightwings, I trust you are all well prepared, for these old eyes yet see that the rites shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready too, my son?
Esprage, father.
I hope so, father. Here, now let me show you.
Now begin.
Can't touch this. And
Path to glory laid bare.
path to glory.
The
Nope,
orders
nope.
up.
I'll take that. No. Oh, okay. No. Nope. Mine.
The orb.
Oh, shoot. Okay. No. No.
A devious maneuver.
They got me. Look forth, my son. Look forth, my son. The waters of Jomor Many Main brings blessings unto us this eve. Perhaps our chance has come at last.
No mare vici.
We need more than blessings to prevail against them, Father. Please, keep fighting.
Oh, he's howling. Nope. We got this.
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son?
I didn't want to press that button.
Good.
I didn't want to press that button either. What button is fire? That. Shoot. Okay. Get in. There
So
we go.
it is.
Okay, I'm getting it now. So really, I should just
Be gone.
blast. Get in there, yeah.
What a crushing blow against their pyre.
Against their pyre.
How comical.
Oh, hush you. Slide it in.
Lay douse the flame.
Thanks, Lay.
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, that's nice.
Red-handed.
That's nice. Get you out of there. I see. Oof, okay. Nope. I'll take this. Past you. Run in. Yeah, scamper it
It
in.
is done.
Cool.
The
Okay,
night wings
starting to get the hang of this.
It was a glorious performance, I must say. Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
It seems we have prevailed.
Teleosenta?
I think we did. I think we did. Kind of feel bad about that Dalbert, though. Exiles are the Night Wings. The dawn is yours, and may you earn your freedom.
Haliprale grandas.
But, Father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed, and I have failed you. Nonsense. We are the fate. We do what is ordained, and nothing less. Now let us go, my son, for I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Yeah, got some enlightenment and hit a level 2.
Rookie opened up his eyes a bit.
See that, chums? Old rookie Greentail's got some bite in him yet.
Choose mastery for Rookie. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Rookie can jump a second time while airborne. Yes, please. Sprinting Rookie accelerates faster than usual. Master's Hospice, so he's just a speed demon. Lucky break. After he's banished by an adversary, Rookie has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second. That's cool. Moonsault. Rookie can jump a second or third time while airborne. This is one. Trait maneuvers the mini-man. And then traits of the Alpha Chief, right? Masteries enhancing the first one. Glory die. Plunging into the adversary's pyre. This is where this 1%. Banishes adversaries by casting Sword Blast can banish nearby adversaries. That's cool. Guiding Light. After plunging into the adversary's pyre, Rookie soon returns rather than remaining banished. Nah, we gotta go jumping. Cloud jump, absolutely.
A blessing from the Alpha Chief himself.
Masteries are. Do I get to see them yet? Can I not see them yet? Cannot access them yet. Okay.
Until the stars align.
Hello? Excuse me? I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think?
Sedame frunca.
You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me.
Salah haloshiamas.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed.
Lorigase Nirudas.
What is the matter with you? It is against the rights for us to even speak like this.
Ser tabas talia?
I did not know that, I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this, it's very new to me, and so I thought maybe...
Kruse Tarikta.
You cannot be serious.
Shela.
Yes, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot, and you? How about you?
Halibrale Krandas.
You're cute.
This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with any of you. But I just... I have to go.
Vistalia.
Wait! Ulmer, wait! I think that was your name. Was that even your name? Wait.
Sasuke looking ass. Sasuke sounding dude. Edgelord McKinsey.
As you return to the wagon after defeating the Fate, you noticed Jodario tense up and frown. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy?
Somire.
The minstrel. He's gone. You see, it is true. There's no trace of the lone minstrel who had been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. You join the others and search for him outside. Your fellow exiles have revealed nothing to you of the lone minstrel or how they found him, though you sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him.
Nasivaram Kiras.
We'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. Gaze upon the stars once more.
Before we seek out the destination, I think it's time for one more break. So we can do that. It is break time. I shall post that in chat once again. But y'all know how we do this. Stretch, get some water, take your meds, whatever else you need. Eat a snack. Dunk a pyre in a right flame. Pet your dog. Pet your cat. Tell your dogs and cats that I love them. If you have pet fish, tell them I love them too. Any pets. Pet your pets. And I will be back in just a little while. I'd say probably about 7:30. Just give enough time for me to walk around my house once or so. And I'll come back and chat a bit, and then we'll finish on. Probably try to get through one more of these games, and then call it a night. So I shall return. Here we go. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Oh, someday I'll remember to turn on the mic. Hi guys, I'm back. Folks, I mean, thanks for your patience. Yeah, what did I say in the past 2 minutes? I apologize for the audio stuttering because I need to just switch it to windowed mode so that I don't have to tab out every time I do stuff. 2, I need to change the... I need to set up my buttons to switch scenes at the touch of a button in OBS. That'll be easy. 3, I forgot my water, so I ran out and came back with it with the camera on, so that's fine. Now we're all caught up. Yay! Nice to meet you back. I'm Dad. Thanks, Zoni. Muzek says that your cats say hello as well and that they are also hungry. I cannot do anything to help those cats, but give them extra pets and tell them that I too am hungry and we could all get some food after this. I probably won't have the same food, but I have errands to run, so we'll get some food out and about while I'm doing that. What was I doing? I thought I was going to say something else, but maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was just going to go back. Screen gets taken up a little bit nicer here. Or we'll just tip water all over everything. 1 second. No electronics have been harmed in the making of this film. In fact, the paper towel roll already got most of the water. How about that? So, how's it going? Everybody having a good evening? / morning, depending on where you are. / day. / middle of night. Oops. Okay, maybe my mouse did get a little bit of water on it. That's okay. We're good. This music will be fine. Glad to hear it's good. Now you're gonna see me like picking up random objects on my desk to dry them off. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you won't see them all. Maybe they're below camera enough. Aw, man. I got water on my Yu-Gi-Oh card that I found at Target. That's okay. This thing was already beat up enough as it was. It's not like I was actually gonna use it. Oh, it's curved. Curved. Cards. It was this card. It's a little beat up now. But it was just as beat up, but now it's curved. Oh, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time. So I don't even know what this card does. There's a paragraph on there. I don't feel like reading it. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh. My desk needed to be cleaned a little bit, so we'll get that out of the way there. Just didn't know I was going to do that today. That's all. Sometimes the water chooses you. There. Boop, 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 boop. Alrighty. Back to the action. Good thing I'm not wearing socks. Now my socks, my lack of socks means a lack of wet socks. Hey, alrighty, onward to Haub, the Midnight Star. The Midnight Star burns bright over the standing stones at the edge of the flagging hands. Away we go.
Dare.
Everyone, we are headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Haub, then.
The cursed imp here felled the mighty bone titan, Shax's Six Shoulders. That's gonna be the hardest name to say, and I'm probably gonna have to say it like 9 billion times. We'll see. Shax's Six Shoulders.
Crecare.
That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We shall find him, on this night or another.
They continue searching for some time. However, the minstrel is nowhere to be found. Where is that dude? Is he like holding a book or something? Or is he just like giving the thumbs up? I can't tell if he's like holding a thing. By the way, he has something on his mind. After having secured victory over the Fate in a decisive victory last night, you find Hedwyn off on his own. You sense he wants to talk to you, or I cannot speak. You sense he wants to talk about your decision to exclude him from conducting the rite. Interesting.
Negrate stale.
I guess we'll have some tough choices to make before all of this is over, my friend. Just been thinking about that. I'm glad you let the others go instead of me during the rite. I mean that. All the more since we succeeded.
Nasivar Kiras.
I don't know what's more intense, participating in the rite or just watching from the sidelines. Anyway, thank you for checking in. I'll have to go make sure we're ready to move. He departs to check on things outside. You sense that he has no misgivings about what transpired and is more concerned at present about the missing minstrel.
Oh, are all the characters gonna make me feel bad when I exclude them from stuff? I might have to switch him back in. Feel bad. Maybe my team will just be a bunch of people that are not even the original characters. Who knows? Like, do I only get to choose a few to... This is rough. Book didn't get anything new. Brushing the imps with lay. Jodario is braiding her hair. Hedwyn is nearby. How do I find out... Is there now part of Lay's belongings in here? That, like, I can always see what... Oh, yes, okay. Lay's scribe catcher. Cool. Bundle of 6 Lay insisted on hanging on the rafters. She believes it brings good fortune. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, for every new character I get, something new appears in here. I like it. Yeah, Hedwyn and the Angry Imp. Wonder if they're using a language of the voices or if it just sounds... yeah, I don't know. I can do a little bit of research on that between now and next stream, if I remember to. It's kind of one of those things that, like, I want to look up more about this game because I feel like there's a lot of really cool stuff about the... Supergiant always tends to have, like, a lot of really cool facts about how they craft everything when they do their games, so I would not be surprised. Though I also wouldn't put it past them to have completely made up language here and just have it sound real because they're that talented. There is still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jodario tracks potential signs of movement east the same way you are headed. Consider where to search for him. North route across the river, or across the Jomer Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. Jodario believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier. I'm gonna give this one to Hedwyn because we didn't go this way before and I want to see it. As you travel through the barren wastes of Glue Hive, which is a new thing,
the lifeless carapace of Biolanthius still looms over the western edge of the valley. Headwind seems more ill at ease than usual. There's no sign of the missing minstrel.
Pero de crame.
Sorry about this, Jodi. I had a hunch he must have come this way. Would that our hunches could be more dependable, but do not fear. We shall find him yet.
Si auda hunte.
Sounds like a hunch to me. More of a promise. Pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they refused to say much more for now.
Oh, excuse me. Ah. Pardon.
Stop the wagon.
Okay, Sam.
What? How come? Because of her.
Orana.
They're coming. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to.
Temvari cantus.
Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. Oh, that was a loading thing. Ruki's nearby. Headwind's foraging for supplies. Leia's befriending critters. And Jodi is lifting heavy objects. Do you even lift, Joe? Time to prepare for the night. They're coming for us.
Nasere culpa.
They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes. I know they do.
What's she talking about? What's going on?
Hiram taritam.
Howlers. Lots of them.
Si capi valta.
Then what are we gonna do?
Nasere culpa.
They fear the scribes.
Calm yourself, Lei. We shall give them reason to fear us as well. Yeah, okay, this might be the best track I've heard so far. That, like, super giant industrial synth backing, but then, like, throw another style on top of it. Ah, so good. So good. If this doesn't sound Bastion and Transistor to you, like I mean, this just the pedigree is here. That dog has a sweet stash. Yes, he sure does. I'm glad you like it. I spend a lot of time twiddling it every morning. It's tough to do with these paws, but I make it work.
Nasivarum kiras.
We'll use the raiments and the books. Indeed, one of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. It shall be just like one of our rights. Edwin turns to you.
Amare darus.
It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with you.
Kogitia.
I will do it, mister. Please. You have to let me and the scribes. They will protect me. I know they will.
Jodario exchanges looks with Headwind. Each of them nods at you as if to signal their approval. Lei intends to help fend off the Howlers. Let's prepare for them.
No te viralistis?
That howling sound, it means they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here.
Not the Howlers. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Can I just pop them? Yeah. I can't just pop them. Those things I shouldn't touch. Okay. I like this. This is cool. Gameplay diversity in... I feel like I should probably be a bit more forward. Oh god, they're rolling. No. Oh, a bunch of you.
Oh no! How much health do I have left on that? How many can they do? Like a power jump?
More? I think there's many more. Oh, here they come, here they come.
Oh, I have to time that, I guess. Howlers. I don't think I can do this. Okay.
Is it over now at last? It is, I think it is. Oh, those poor and wretched beasts.
Just then Lay spots something creeping toward her.
Oh, what?
I think I missed something as far as the mechanics were there, because I didn't get the power jump. Did I understand what I was supposed to do with it? Howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on Lay. Who is that? Who are you, little dude?
Screw! Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? Screw!
You sense a depth of experience in this creature. At least judging by Drive Imp standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. Oh, but I have to hover over it. The Drive Imp seems both excited and frustrated by something. Interact with the text to proceed. Seen some pattern in the Drive Imp screeches. He seems welcoming of this. Interact to try again to further interpret him. Alright, here we go. This is what I like about Supergiant Games and games in general. In this game, you can get more meaning from words that you hover over and interact with. So, to understand something that is not even language, or is a language that's not yours, but yet you can understand, they're using the gameplay element that you already have of checking on text to see more information as part of the story as to how you're interpreting. They're using that gameplay element as a stand-in for interpretation of this creature. So cool. So cool when they do this. Like, using gameplay elements in like unique ways like this. That's it for me. That's how they get me. Drive Imp seems to have a history with your Black Wagon. You are beginning to understand him. Drive Imp recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings. He is pleased to meet you. You now can understand this unusual Drive Imp. See, in another game, it would have just been all the text there, and you would have just scrolled through the text, and it would have furthered the story. That's fine. Here, it was keep interacting with the text that you don't understand until you understand it. That's so cool. And it's nothing. It's literally like where you click is the difference, but like the meaning of it is conveyed just through clicking on a different spot. Okay, yep. The Drive Imp seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you have learned of him so far. Excuse me. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other Drive Imps stare at him with something like reverence. Is he Nightwing? He's colored like this, the red and blue, but maybe so are all the Drive Imps. Drive Imp joined you. He seems to know his way around. Welcome him aboard. Is he the minstrel? Transformed, cursed even. We can talk to him. Seems to have something on his mind. You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Oh, what a pal. Your new imp companion seems very pleased to be in the wagon. He indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. What was that? He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. He plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone and believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he is happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren settled in the wagon's rafters. Which one is him? And where is his nest? Where's he hanging? The rafters, it said. How does it get so dusty in here? Every time. Music. Maybe I can't see this. Was there something behind the minstrel that we can now see? Was he hiding like this? I guess he was just sitting on here, but he's hiding behind it. Meal, taking a nap, dancing around, thanks Lay. Who am I missing? Jody. Staring into the distance. The real eyes of it. Yeah, 756 already. Yeah, whatever the last one is will be our final one for tonight. Oh, I missed that. Probably won't see it then. Lick sand, is that what it said? It's the land of curs, those bones. Headwind orders the wagon to halt somewhere. Oh, to a halt. Somewhere in the dusty wastes of Jomor Valley.
Timbari Cantus.
There's someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. The figure watching the Black Wagon from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. Is it our boy? Shadows of Life. So I did a Google about the language they're speaking, and they made a language for the game called Saurian. That is so fucking cool! Supergiant! Why you gotta beat gods? Then the imp rushes out toward whomever it is. He was very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way.
Avistare.
Tizo. He is a venerable drive imp who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwing's Black Wagon. The minstrel himself, the lone minstrel, look at him. He's glorious. What a good character design. Why is he so desaturated? It is good to see you. And you found the others, even faster than I expected. The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns toward the rest of them. Hello, we have not met, but I know who you are, or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could.
Have you walked with the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have.
Pensariamita.
Hello indeed. You had us worried there when you took off. I should knock him back into his slumber. I did not aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awakened, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? I, my client, Sandalwood. He is your point of contact, as I understand. You did not
find his wagon by mistake.
Certave keras.
So what now?
Acertare vas.
You continue down the path. That is why I am here. When we meet my client, he shall explain. For now, you have a job to do. I assure you that I shall not interfere. But I mean to accompany you. Would that be all right?
Edwin and the others exchange looks.
Kerami takuste.
Welcome back, minstrel. You got the name?
Simdase.
I am sometimes called Tariq. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings.
Appears to be a traveling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. He's a red mage that's been dyed snow white. I guess he's technically a bard. He has to be a bard. Tariq. The lone minstrel returns to the Black Wagon with your fellow exiles. The lone minstrel rejoins the group. Do I get to use him? The Cairn of Haub is a foreboding sight. It is here that the next rite is soon to commence.
Ligaratus.
Reader, if you have a moment once we are settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon at your leisure.
Page revealed the rope collar. Ooh, another page. Ooh, and it says a white lute, the lone minstrel Tariq's musical instrument, with which he chronicles great deeds through song. Interact to listen to various music from your quest. Ooh, sorry. One sec. Lone minstrel and his white lute chronicle the journey of the Nightwings through song. Which piece of music do you want to hear? Cool. Yes. All these songs. Later, later, later. Later, Kellen. Get out of here. Nothing for now. I will get highly distracted by that. The rope collar. In the words of Golatharian, the Master General. I knew it was a fool's errand, but my liege, he would not listen. He instead insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb with which we were to ponder. Freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downside. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it, whispered in his ear that Kaelmer, rope collar, his elder and most trusted aide. Would that I slew that man myself. Did I read that correctly? Oh, I see. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it, whispered in his ear that Kaelmer rope collar, his elder and most trusted aide. Would that I slew that man myself. His was a simple and yet brilliant ruse, to draw the Emperor farther still from his responsibilities and towards his greed. Thus did the Emperor begin an expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. There we go, I'm getting that voice down a bit. Alrighty, lone minstrel. What do you have to say for yourself? Seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He is very still, not unlike when he was sleeping.
Audira ligaratus.
Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you shortly have a rite you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rites, which means you may know something of my nature. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Forgive me, for I spoke too soon. Suffice it, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell to you and steps away. Alright. Well. Let's check out what our sluggo
Oh,
friend is doing.
Hagashi fries.
Oh, hey guys. Fancy running into you this side of the sand. So what can I do you for? Ron, how'd you make it all this way ahead of us?
The Tower Polyflash.
Hey, come on now, Mr. Greentail. Can't just give up all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing as you've been such a good customer and all, is provide for you a sample of a little something you might like. Here, check this out. Seeing as you brought that moon crest thinger from me last time, bought it specifically. Why, I'm just thinking you could use this! And I got more if you want.
You received a pinch of stardust. It does seem useful. We'll thank Ron for that sample. Interact with Ron to quiet him down. Increase the rank of certain talismans +1. Cool. Lucrative contract. Managing an adversary. The bearer gains +1 up to this many times per right time. And also, Robert Merlot has redeemed a community hydrate check. Stardust's magical pocket sand? Yeah, sure could be. So for those 300 channel points, you best be drinking, pals. I had a small sip of water left in that, maybe not even a sip, because I knocked it all over the floor earlier. But I will, I'll be good. I am sufficiently hydrated. While carrying the ore, the bearer moves faster than usual. I like that. How much use do I have? Not much. Oh, interesting. The money is called soul. So I'll probably be trying to save up. TBH. Let's interact with him. I interact to ask him to please be quiet. What's the phrase? I would really prefer if you would just be quiet. He is the awkward yet friendly enough proprietor. That's not working. Interact to let him be himself. Aw, yeah, nah. Chuckle away. Let him be your best, Falcon Ron. We'll be Rons together. All right. I love this man.
Well, see you around, guys.
So can I now? How do I go to the roster? I go back in here, and then I go to the common room. Yes, and then I can boost these. Sounds like the giggle from "Hello, Margaret, It's Me, Margaret" song. What? I know that from somewhere, but I don't know. I know of it from somewhere. Please remind me what that is. Tailwind Quest. Ray Stevens. I'm even less knowledgeable than I thought about that then. Song about a guy who crank calls a woman. I see. I'll have to look that up then. The line itself that you posted just reminds me of, what was that, Megadeth, Sweating Bullets? Hello, me, it's me again! So can I boost the talisman? Is that what this was saying? Spare +2 quickness. Can I just keep making him fast? Keep giving Jodario the power of goes fast. There, now it's +2 quickness. Yay! Same guy who sings The Streak at the Shriners Convention. I've not heard of this person. Yeah, go ahead and post a link in the Discord. Which reminds me, if you wish to see the links that our good friend Crazy Zoni is posting, please come visit us.
at discord.gg/YizbridGames, where you can hang out with us. All of us. Anytime. Any place. From the comfort of your own home or phone or computer. I don't know if I should have used that on this, but we're just going to keep making Jodario go fast. It'll be fun. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Back to commencing the rite. You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Haub, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. All is quiet for a time, and then... yeah, some tritones. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. This is just gonna be Megadeth Dog. Mega Dog, we got this. From out of nowhere charges in a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer.
Psst. Psst. That's Barker Ashpaws.
It's a troublemaking cur who thrills in the defeat of triumvirates who stand against him.
That's...
Ooh! This is really good!
Psst. That's Barker Ashpaws. Real piece of work. Just don't make eye contact.
Oi, well, would you look at that? This lot. Even got one of your own. Our own, even. Consorting with the two-leggers. You're a disgrace there, mate, you realise? Oh, is he supposed to be Australian? I ain't got a good Australian.
Good to see you, Barker. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rights.
Oi, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad after we wipe the floor with you here.
I don't know. This is going to be somewhere between British and Australian and New Yorker and... what was it? Saurian? Yeah. Whatever.
Don't know whose back you scratched to earn yourself a spot on the high and mighty Nightwings there, but I am gonna make sure all of you regret it. Because why not?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
The cur Barker laughs away as his pack stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars above begin to glow. Oh, he's fun.
Welcome, dear reader, to the splendors of the accursed Cairn of Haub.
Cairn of
You shall find
Haub.
the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold.
Rad.
This time you stand against the dissidents.
Yeah.
Even now they hunger to
Agreed,
defeat
Josh.
you.
Agreed.
Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
But to deny you yours. As the stars, they just can't keep getting away with this. As the stars shine down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against this night continue hooting and howling.
Oi, come on, you lot. Let's boil some blood.
Then Ruki pulls you aside.
Look, chum. I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys. Just trust me on this one, okay?
You sense he means it. You make a mental note to ask about his history with Barker whenever time permits. It's all right, Ruki. We can take care of them.
Sirundareva.
Begging your pardon, but if you need another to stand at your side this night, I have someone here whom I would recommend.
Do not be coy with us, minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us.
Summa tara verita.
Oh, I do not mean myself. The rites are not for me. I was instead referring to this little one.
A creature wearing tiny raiments appears at the lone minstrel's side.
Screw!
Tizo seems to be volunteering to take on your adversaries, the dissidents.
Absurd. The imp knows the rites.
Umbre di certa.
He knows a great deal. So long as the Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. Though you need not take my word for it. Tizo, our adversaries seem to be preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do.
The little imp peers at you. You sense his connection to the rites as he awaits your guidance.
Oh, well, I guess I have to play with him, huh? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I will never apologize.
Tizo seems excited to demonstrate one of his favorite tricks.
Ligeratus.
Reader, influencing Tizo may take some getting used to. He's inviting you to travel.
Another joins your ranks.
Swear to flutter until
And a
Sam
mere imp. Although... No, it cannot be.
He can
And
fly.
We shall see what comes of this new partnership of yours.
R2 to zip.
He's zipping around. Oh, look at him. He's zipping. Ooh. Hold circle to implode. What? Oh.
Tizo soon returns after imploding.
Oh.
Can I land on these? No, but I can slide them around. I can push them.
You push it!
Oh. This is... Who is this and where can I get a plush of him? He's perfect. We're just gonna... We're not even gonna play the game anymore. We're just gonna fly around. Oh my god. Do I get to choose who I'm...
The siren bed.
Well done as ever, Tizo.
Scrack!
Pare ligeratus.
Well then, reader, who shall conduct the rites in the name of the Nightwings?
Who shall strive for freedom?
Let's see. Let's do... I can't choose him. He's unwilling.
Hey, don't look at me, pal.
I want to know what her masteries are. So I kind of want to win one more thing. Do I see what his masteries are? We don't know what his masteries are either, do we? Okay, no. I want to take Headwood with us first. Yeah, let's skip out on Lay. Sorry, Lay.
Go on.
Oh, you shut up.
Edwin.
Shiru-sama.
Taking Jodario. She's a mainstay.
Jodario.
Jodario.
Imp. Imp gang, imp gang, imp gang, imp gang.
Tizo.
He's so upset. God, I swear this guy is just Emmett Selk. I mean, I think, did Pyre come before Shadowbringers? It had to have, right? When did, hang on. Pyre came out 2017, July, what does that say? July 25th, 2017. And Shadowbringers. 2019. Okay, so yeah, this was Emmett Self before Emmett Self. Thank you. Yeah, 2017. July in 2017. Jodario and Tizo. God, so good.
Time's up, you swill. Come on, boys. Let's get 'em.
Commence.
The jiggling.
Barker's on time out.
That was too easy.
A flame
get away
is
with it.
stricken.
Let me get away with it.
A stifled
Oh, okay.
effort. That
Oh.
Barker at pause sure is rather quick.
Okay, he's getting in there.
All for naught.
Oh.
Banished, one and all.
Neato.
Jodario plunged into their pyre. There.
I should have passed. I'll take that, thank you. And we'll just flutter this over here. Ha ha ha.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Good.
Come on.
Simply
shit.
abhorrent.
Oh no.
Barker throws himself into the flame. Oh,
I didn't want to do that. That's fine. Okay. Banish you. Banish you.
indeed.
I'll take this.
Headwind plunged into their pyre.
Plunged into their pyre.
All right, you lot, that does it. No more fussing around, all right? My boys and me, we're proper angry now. Ow!
Careful now. Your adversary Barker there seems rather fired up.
Oh, no.
Whatever shall you do against so
Nothing on that one.
fierce a foe?
We can still do this, it's fine.
Now,
I'm on it. Juked!
and it is done. The Nightwings prevail yet again. They
sure
brushed aside their adversaries without too much trouble. Thus end this night's proceedings.
That ought to show them. Perhaps now they shall learn some humility.
Well, well, I'll be a heaping ball of dung, but I just can't believe you shoddy lot showed us the what for like that. My boys and I will have to take you just a tad more seriously next time. Till then, you just be sure to tell old Rookie Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything. You hear?
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
I think I'm beginning to understand something of all this, my friend. Yeah, we can unlock your stuff now, Headwind. Headwind's gaining a little headway. When his allies regenerate stamina twice as quickly as usual. I like that. Moon formation. While during an orb, Headwind and his allies move with and past the orb more quickly. His allies may instantly return banished allies by moving to where they fell. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Divine Retribution. Headwind and his allies cause banished adversaries to remain banished for seconds longer than usual. Sweet. This is for Saurian Legion.
That's really cool. After head went down, the adversary's Pyre recovers. I think that was strength, right? Pyre strength equals up to 50% damage. I like this. I like all these defensive plays.
The Master General reveals his stratagem.
And we're moving.
Witness the rites firsthand and be inspired. Enlightenment seldom avails itself to simple imps.
Tizo feels solemn respect for the rites and all their myriad complexities. I get to see what his stuff does. Sweet. We have Secrets of the Accursed Imp. Unleashing the Imp's latent and somewhat terrifying power. Fluttering or zipping, Tizo moves much faster than usual. Safe turn after casting his implode ability, Tizo returns much faster than usual. Ability can banish adversaries in a much wider area. Hero Glory, Tizo deals an additional 10 damage from dousing the adversary's pyre. Haub is the imp that we're talking about. So he's saying that here's the demise of Shaq's 6 shoulders was killed by, it appears, Haub. A truly cursed friend imp, then may I thusly be with all your qualities. I like that. With the aid of Haub the Swallow, the fallen Emperor Solian would never have survived. Banished Tizo drops a moon sign, allies can instantly transport you from their pyre. Oh, that's rad. Banished, Tizo automatically casts his implode ability if he does not possess the orb. Sweet. When saluting his adversaries, Tizo turns into a fast-moving howler or bat. What? You can salute and change form. Tizo drops an improved moon sign that boosts allies' speed and stamina. Oh man, I want this, but these sound real good too. This sounds fun. I never want to say no to something that gives me like a new ability. Like this boosts abilities I already have. This gives me a new ability. I feel like that's important. Let's take that.
'Tis the influence of the imp scribe. Until the next rite.
Splendid was your guidance of the Nightwing's reader. Your fellows are fortunate to have found one such as you. May you find the freedom that you seek.
I think as soon as we get back to being able to just chill in the... Yeah. After prevailing over the dissidents in the right, you return to the wagon to recover from the night's ordeal and figure out how best to proceed. I apologize. I forgot to check out my opponents and read about them. Can I do that still? I cannot.
You are all right, Rookie.
Tari Kiratari.
I think so, chum. I just need a little time. Didn't count on Bach being caught up in all this. You don't owe him your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I do not wish to interrupt, but the dark of night is waning. Reader, would you join us outside, perhaps? Please.
You find Jodario and the lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to grow pale. You look toward the heavens. Seek now your destination. Milith, the Bog Star. The Bog Star burns bright over a fetid cavern in flagging hands. I was wondering if that was the Dog Star, but renamed the Bog Star. I was trying to see if Orion was right around here, because that would be serious. I don't think it is. Unless this is Orion. I don't think it is. Alrighty. I'm just talking to myself, don't worry about it.
Then it is as I feared. We are to press further north beneath the valley into flagging hands.
a gloom-filled, desolate region of the downside beyond which lies the sea. A fetid sprawl of noisome, festering, unpleasant adjectives. Basically a disgusting swamp pit. Shit sucks.
Kia Salamunka.
The scribes are watching over us. They will protect us wherever we should go. Had you been to Flagging Hands, you would not say such things. The scribes have surely turned their backs on that place. If I may, the bleakness of Flagging Hands shall wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead.
Your fellow exiles agree to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn, we shall have to press deeper into the downside. Next Monday, we shall have to press deeper into the downside. I'm thinking that we will go ahead and... Can I save here? Failing this. How do I save? Did it automatically save? I think it automatically saves, yeah. If not, we could always do that one. But let's see, proceed. I want to see what happens. Should save that we beat him, of course. And that I pick the next location. Cool. Okay, we're perfect. Sweet. Real fast. I didn't mean to do that again. I meant to just unpause. Alright, I just wanted to leave it on some music. But yeah, thank you once again for hanging out with me on this, a Monday stream, especially now that we're starting a new game. I hope those that joined us for Sable before, if you joined us just to watch Sable, are getting as much enjoyment out of Pyre as I am. If you are just joining because of wanting to see Pyre, I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. And if this is your first time hanging out with the Yizbrid stream, then I hope you had a great time. Tuesday is going to be, let me go triple check on Twitter. So I want to make sure, because I believe, I want to say Angel is joining Jacob for a Tuesday stream. Let's find out. By the way, you can check all of this at some of these places. Oh, you know what? Oh, let's do this. I can do this now. That's what I wanted. I wanted this. 1 second. Okay. And then that should mean that I can... Oh no, it's still... There's no setting to have the music play. Okay. Then the music's gonna stop. I apologize. But yeah, Jacob and Angel are playing Magic. Once again, you can find out all this information. Yizbrid.net is where you can find all of the information about Yizbrid. Following us is where you can find all the information about the stuff that's upcoming, especially Twitter and Facebook there. Respective websites.com/YizbridGames. Twitter was where I was about to go to double check on that information, so feel free to do so. Toss Yizbrid a follow there. Meredith always posts wonderful things. Let's see. What else was there? There was the Discord, of course, so that you can hang out with us when we're not streaming. The main chat has many wonderful pets and cats and good things and wonderful people talking and chatting and having a good time as always. I can attest to this personally. The Final Fantasy XIV chat is always a buzz, much like a Limsa Liminsa Aetheryte Plaza. But all announcements that get tossed over on Twitter and things like that also get thrown out in the Discord as well. There's plenty of merch to be found on Yizbrid.net. I think I can do that like this in case you want to see that cool stuff. I'm trying to think of... I'm just basically like throwing all of the commands into Nightbot because it's fun. And then there was another one I did earlier, but that's okay. Was it YouTube? Was it catching our YouTube info? Yeah. So this video will be up on the YouTube within the next day or so. There always lickety-split on doing that. So if for whatever reason you missed a past episode or this one, and you're listening to me saying that you missed this episode, and yet you're watching it on YouTube, and perhaps you developed short-term amnesia to the fact that you're on YouTube, well, know that you can go to YouTube and the page that you're watching this on currently and watch it again if you want. It'd be cool. Yeah, I guess that about closes it out. Thanks once again. I did see a couple new faces in here, and it's always awesome to see more folks hanging out and having some nice conversations, and I hope that you enjoyed everything. Once again, my name is Kellen Stevens, also known as Fizz the Human. You can find me... Come on, Nightbot. Do your thing. Do your thing, Nightbot. There we go. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/FizzTheHuman. You can also find me and all my voiceover stuff and whatever else I may be up to on findfizz.biz, which I do still have to update for Pyre. I totally forgot to do that. I knew there was something I had to do this week. So it still says I'm playing Sable, but I will make that maybe even more general purpose. So it says, you know, just playing games for Yizbrid on Mondays. But in case I'm doing anything else, it'll show up on there in case you want to see me outside of this. But yeah, feel free to contact me on Discord, Twitter, what have you. Be ready for Angel and Jacob to be playing some Magic the Gathering on Tuesday. And then, of course, Jacob and Meredith will be joining forces once again to play some more Yakuza Like a Dragon on Thursday. So thanks for letting me kick off this week. Everyone have a lovely, lovely time. Yes, and thank you to our mods. Thank you, Velbastet, for reminding me. I know I saw Robert Merlot in here, but not just Robert Merlot. All of our mods are excellent, excellent, excellent people. Doing the what did they call it in this game? The scribes, doing the scribes work in chat, making sure everything is sparkly clean, and even when they are not outwardly chatting, they are still lurking underneath, making sure all of the order is kept, the chaos kept to an enjoyable amount, which is a lot because I'm streaming. Yeah. Alrighty. As always, just remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and keep your spirits up. And we'll see you on the next one. I will personally see folks around the internet on the Discord. And Jacob and Angel will see you tomorrow for the stream at 5 p.m. Pacific. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Fare thee well, and good night. Peace.